Mina ngumZulu.
Ungumzulu?
Yebo. Nginengane yaseMalawi nansi.
Yeah.
Ubaba wayo ngithandane naye 7 years manje.
7 years, yeah.
Yes, sithandana 7 years. Kodwa manje kukuhlungu njengoba sekuthiwa akahambe kumina.
Uphatheke kabi njengoba kuthiwa
Kakhulu. Ingane yami izosala eNdloba. Nginezingane eziwu2. Yes. Lena yaseMalawi yokuqala umZulu. Kusempangeni. Yebo kaNomnyaka. Yebo. Ngafika mina la 2019. Ngasusa umuntu wami emakhaya ukuthi ngize ngizosebenza naye. Cause umsebenzi bengawutholi. Phume 2015 esikoleni. Ngafesa ngasebenza emzini yabantu. Ukuthi ngikhulise lengane le ebenginayo. Ngohola 1000 emzini yabantu yeso. Umuntu masezongixosha umuntu wakhona bengakhulumi bevele sihamba olinda kancane ekhaya okwamanje umsebenzi sukuphelele. Ekhaya ngishiye ugogo ngomalume bami bayazi ukuthi nginomuntu wami ngihlala naye futhi wahamba wayovela ekhaya. Yabona nje kuhlungu. Ifamily yami iyamazi umuntu wami akafihliwe. Yebo.
Awunankinga nokubuyela naye le eMalawi.
Ngiyokwenzani cause ibusiness lakhe lila.
Ungcono ukushiye nesifo ngcono. So uma ngabe eqala le same business eMalawi wona ungeke
Mina ngithanda ukuthi ahambe. Angithandi ukuthi ahambe. eMalawi ngingaya noma inini mengifuna ukuya. Cause ngiyaziwa kanayo umfazi khona hayi ukuthi unomfazi eMalawi. Kubo bayangazi. Ngiyakhuluma nabazali bakhe ngevideo call. Yabo. So nginane security sengifese kaningi umsebenzi ngawutholi. Kodwa yena mina kunamhlanje njoba ningibona nginje ngenxa yakhe. So nje ungimele ungithathe ngelutho abazali mina ngisenapho. Ekhaya ngiyaphila nalabo engiphila nabo kodwa abangisupport njengomuntu wami.
So mana wahlukana kanjani nalo wayethathile vele ozofika naye la eThekwini?
Umuntu engangithandana naye noma nikhuluma ngobaba wengane oqala.
Yes, lo weqala.
Ubaba wengane wami oqala wangidlwengula. Usikhumbuzo wakakhoza eMkampondo.
Yo.
So lengane yami enginayo yondliwa ulo baba wengane yami lo enginayo njalo. Kodwa lento sengiyakwazi ukuyikhuluma cause sengadlula kuyona. Yes.
Lo mfowethu ungumZulu vese.
UngumZulu. Ubaba wengane yami kodwa ungamukelekile kunjalo wangithanda. Uyayondla nalengane enginayo.
Ya senzela ukuthi mhlawumbe mawukhona mhlawumbe abalalelayo yes mhlawumbe mawukhona mhlawumbe umuntu onenkampani ama security mhlawumbe angakwazi ukuqasha sesiwami eish. Ubhlungu sini yabo.
It's 0067 38 29 612. Enye ithi 071 833 68 29. Kwale phone engiyiphethe ngayithengelo yena umuntu wami.
That is why futhi ngimfayithela njengoba ngilala naye la phandle. Yeba izupho yami la. Ngikhohliwe ukuthi mina ngizalwa la. Ngikhohliwe ukuthi ngine-ID because ngiyangithi ngakhetha umfana wangaphandle.
Laba basebebone kanjani umoya laba bala eSouth Africa basebenzisa lokho?
Umuntu ukuthi nezoguqula endlini bashayele ezindlini.
Yeah.
Njengoguqula endlini azashayele ezindlini. Okay, sebebashayile ezindlini. Uthi uzofuna ntoni la? Ntoni azoyifuna la? Ngoba yikho into angafanele uyibeka apha. Ngoba phela ngithi laba abantu akabafuni. Bayabazona. Ntoni bayifuna la? Ntoni bayifuna la?
Asekhulumela sisiwami ukuthi njengoba wena waze njengoba usho ukuthi bahlukumeza kakhulu abantu bala abantu besilisa mhlawumbe uthandana nabo ya. Mhlawumbe experience yakho mhlawumbe yagcina usubona mhlawumbe ukuthi uze unakhona. Yes sir. Bana wami. Yeah, sisiwami yakho. Yeah, sengisho ukuthi njengoba walithola uthando manje abantu baseningizimu Afrika kanjani?
Ngizomlandela zizinja abafana balapha zizinja mina umntwana ngifaka iplastic iskipa ngisikhulula iskipa ngiqobule ingane ngiye clinic ithi khwasha iplastic utshela ngomfana la mase sikhetha labafana bangaphandle kubinqa uthi hayi ifutha nani uyifu intombazanela uthi nani nomfana ngaphandle kumele uhambe naye ngizohamba naye umuntu wami that is why ngilala naye phandle ngoba vele mase ukuhamba ngizohamba ngimlanda Ngizokwenza njani?
Ngasusa laba abanye.
Ngizokwenza njani? Akunachoice.
Naye usunamntwana naye. Hayi
ungaveli uhambe nabo nje. Ungahambi nabo nje ngoba ilula lento. Kona bathunywe ngibani babayohlala ePark pha eSherwood. Bathunywe ngibani ngoba basuke kwindawo zabo in fear of babazobethwa. Basuka bayohlala bayonqunga nabodwa pha eSherwood. And lento bafethu ngicela sibuke ngalendlela yokuthi yabo manje sebeyaqala manje sebeyadatshukelwa whatever yabona nje abantu baseMalawi sebehleli kwama conditions unhygienic kanjena yabona nje this is a humanitarian crisis sekuzoze kuthiwe manje it's a crime against humanity beyisukele bona bamboyihlalele ePark laphayana kulawa ama conditions ngoba befuna ukudatshukelwa playing on our emotions again bafethu maningabe thina a couple of weeks ago ubaphakela umthakathi ubethandazela amaphara lapha ngase DCC lawo maphara abantu bakithi njalo obhuti nosisi bakithi abaphelile ama drugs ngenxa yalabantu bokufika lawo maphara asuswa abekwe athathwa ayofakwa phansi kwebridge asuswa phansi kwebridge ayobekwe eBria asuswa eBria ayobekwe Albert Park lawo maphara lawo akekho adabukelayo ngoba nakho manje sekuzodabukela abantu abahlale nje phansi abahlale eSherwood u5 days hayi ke sesabantu ke manje abanonya abanenhliziyo ezimbi hayi bafethu ngeke isamile nje bafethu indaba nje umuntu olana nje ngokungekho semthethweni asimdingi whether waseMalawi whether waseCongo whether waseDRC it doesn't matter mayela ngokungekho semthethweni asimdingi futhi asimzweli mina ngibazweli ke mina angibazweli nje mina hayi angifuni nje ukuqambela manje usisi yabona nje usisi lo akahambe nabo angithi ubamithelile akahambe nabo ke isimple nje lento lena uwesi ke kaphinda uzosibiza ngezinja athi nje hayi abondla abafana bala ungasibali sonke kulo nonsense yakho sisi yabo le experience yakho yabafana bala abangondla ungasibali sonke lapho wena thatha umuntu wakho uhambe naye eMalawi finish nje
enganza kwethu kunjani makhanya kwamakhanya mfana angithandi ukuphendula into enjengalezi mina ngiyengiphendula osopolitiki aba serious abadayisizwe into serious badayisiza into eziserious zezwe ezenza ukuthi izwe libe lilesimo esikuso ibona abantu engibaphendulayo lo athi ngimphendule nje because useyicelile attention akasenze so sisiwami you have decided ukuthi wena uwenza ama choice are wrong on your own wakhetha baby daddy bakumithisa izingane ezintathu ufuna sifele izono zakho zama choices wakho waphinde wena wenza wrong choice second wrong choices wathandana umuntu wangaphandle ongeke noma kuthiwa abantu ufuna ukuyobika lowo ngane noma kuthiwa abantu ufuna ukwenza lophuhlobo lomsebenzi uyofikela ubani eMalawi kunama choices sise kungafanele niwathathe nicabangele kusasa njengamanje you felt dismal in terms of choices and we hope and we pray your kids may not be like you. And do you know what happened by Eastern Cape? They are more wiser now. They are more smart now. They are more clever now compared to what you are doing. We are bahlaza. I will say to that. We are such a disgrace to the Xhosa people. We are such a disgrace to the Eastern Cape people. You are a disgrace to your own family and your own father and your own mother. How can unikele ngobuzwe bakho ngenxa ukuthi wena kufuna kulalwe nawe then you are ngeenga yabafana abakushiye nezingane ngconizwe lihambe lingaphinde libuye sis that is why sithi asithanda ukuthi inhlobo enjengani ibe kuma position aphezulu because anikhona ucabanga right now we are using a wrong party to think while we need to think seriously critically so we need to think for the better of this country when you have someone to think like you no at kwesinye isikhathi abantu abanjengawo bayashawa sis I'll be honest with you bashawa ingqondo izobuya cause ngathi uhanjelwe ingqondo izobuya labo baba beingane bahambe nengqondo nale shangani selihambe nengqondo leli lase eMalawi kwere lihambe nengqondo sefuna ke thina manje iyobuya njani ingqondo yakho ba wonke ama choices wakha wrong so ibuyisa njani lengqondo
ukhona othe usho ngengubo ye matric dance uyenqena yini lo sisi uvela asuka ihambele nesoka lakhe angalokho ememeza ezethi nje izinja abafana balapha yo abafana babe baningi bedekiwe wena wakhetha abafana abathathu abakumethisa izingane ezintathu awuzange ukhonjwe umuntu awuzange udlwengulwe wayekhethela wena abafana abathathu abakumethisa bakushiya nakhona ngithi uzuzala ingane ezintathu it says a lot about you so ungasifaki sonke engabe uthini yena uSibari mawuthi uzohamba naye uthini yena ngoba phela wawumazi uSibari washiyani le emuva usuyibona wena nje wena wesifazane wekhethelo weqophelo ohamba phambili emhlabeni jikelele odlula abesifazane bangakubo wabhuqa bo yajabula hey samhlabeni lapha nina ngicabanga ukuthi lapha emhlabeni kuzodlalwa imovie ngicabanga ukuthi lapha emhlabeni kuya actwa ningo Jonas no Jonasikazi kusemhlabeni lapha ubona ukuthi wena umuntu ale ngaphansi uzokhetha wena abashiya besifazane bangakubo ngoba benzeni kuye futhi uzohamba naye nje hey usho ngengubo ye-magic dance umuntu uyayikhethela ukuthi wenzani ngempilo yakhe nangomzimba wakhe kodwa mose uyikhethelile uhamba ushayiseke emaweni ungafaka abanye abantu ungathi abafana balapha bayizinja thani labo bafana abathatha izinja zakho wayikhethela bona ukuthi ube yithambo labo leKentucky ibona kabayizinja ungabafaka abanye abafana futhi awuphoqwe umuntu uma ufuna uyihambela nesoka lakho hamba nesoka lakho akekho umuntu uzokushaya ungaze nje umemeze kaze uswalungisile namaphepha waphela akusinekwa kwamanye amazwe akufani nalelizwe lenu okuvele kungene wonke umuntu nje ngaphandle kwamaphepha akudlalwa nje mawusuka lapho uya kwelinyizwe and nalo muntu wakho nje judging ngenkulumo yakho usho ukuthi wayengene ngaphandle wayengangenanga ngokusemthethweni la obviously sekuzoba inkinga thabuyele emuva kaze uyakwazi ukugibela ingwenya usuqalile yini ukupractice ukuyogibela ingwenya Stella Vristro
Wesiswa se-Eastern Cape wese-Eastern Cape owalala nomuntu ongenamaphepha waze wamzalela ingane no inkinga yakho leyo ukuthi wena wadecide ukulala nomuntu ongenamaphepha wazamzalela ingane it doesn't change umthetho wase-South Africa ukuthi umuntu ongenama-documents akavumelekile e-South Africa akushintshi nje umthetho we-country lokho ukuthi wadecide wena ukulala nomuntu ongenama-document lokho kwakungasho ukuthi sekuzoshintsha umthetho we-country isinqumo sakho leso ukuthi walala naye naze naba nengane isinqumo sakho i-country ayihlangani if kuukuthi wawubona ukuthi lokho kuyoshintsha umthetho hamba phela uyezweni lakhe uyophila khona without ama-documents ubone ukuthi leyo nto i-possible yini musani ukusijwayeza ngamakwerekwere kabi ukuthi uney'ngane zekwerekwere eziwu-100 eziwu-30 ey'ngakanani if lingenama-documents fuck off alihambe ukuthi lalala nawe it doesn't change umthetho we-country lokho nhlobo.
Ladies and gentlemen, is how South Africa is getting infested and gentrified. Our sisters giving these foreigners pleasure in exchange of these foreigners gentrifying and infesting South Africa. Usisi ingxaki yakhe is that ucinga ngomnqondo, ucinga ngembondo. Ingxaki yakhe lapho now the entire country must suffer. Because now she can't control umnqondo wakhe. Uyayibona la we. One thing that she seems to forget okanye she overlooks is that these people, her boyfriends okanye their boyfriends have families back home. These people have wives, multiple wives, and a whole farm worth of children. Yeah, and the fact that now in her prime, maybe she used to be a slave queen back in her days, and you know how they roll most those slave queens. They would go for the baddest of the bad boys, because they deem the good brothers as boring. This one has no character. Boring. I want that bad boy. Now that bad boy, Amspatise, he's a bad boy. What the fuck did you expect? Yeah. So now, when she is used up like this, she would go for the foreigners because those are the only ones that would accept her. Yeah, and then expect South African taxpayers to fund her boyfriend stay here. Is she insane? Namanchoncho waka makwara angazosinyela. engazosinyela lapha amathandazo betwini ahlanya abantu aba.
Yazi, I'm not even upset or by the fact that kukhuluma South African girls, sorry guys, ngiphethe umkhuhlane. South African girls bekhuluma ukuthi mina ngizaliswe imalaweni ngizohamba naye yabo nje angibayeke labo sisaba2 wedwa sempangeni omunye wase Eastern Cape angibayeke owakithi ozalwa uma nobaba firstborn wahamba ekhaya for so many years singamazi ukephi eshingane ekhaya angifuni isithini eshingane ekhaya mayebuya ubuya not 1 not 2 3 kwayishola ingane ecrash zathi 3 weingane zama foreign nationals leyo qala ngazi noma iCongolese angazi laba u2 noma Malawians kodwa ahlukene ngifuna ukukutshela ukuthi mekuhlangene kumndeni sikhona sambile nasisekhaya ingane ezuusizi akukho ukuthi izalwa ama foreign nationals zinjani abafana are the same everywhere mengakondle nje akondle ngisho foreign national ngisho foreign leyo ukuthi abafana la inalaba khona men uthola ukuthi akasathandani noma wengane kodwa ingane yakhe uyayazisa. So let's not paint them ukuthi abafana base South Africa khona izinja vele ezingundli yabo nangale zikhona ngoba mina ngintshela ngento ngoba yabo laba bakhuluma kangaka including lo ngimshoyo wasekhaya bahola iqolo kule ngane zama foreign nationals kodwa funeke kube ukuthi hayi bangcono ini abakwazi ukuthi musu ukuhola iqolo yithike ingane ngoyifaka private school zijika ifundela ema public school zizovalela zethu ingane yabo nje thina esitextwayo uyayi understand indaba ye tax ukuthi uthi mubuka ipayslip ubona ukuthi yazi ngaholela abantu mina la ngetax futhi bahole nje kahle ukuze ke ngifande mina ingane yaseMalawi ngifande mina ingane yaseCongo so angashi ukuthi abafana I'm here in defense of saying bayafana bonke most of the time bekasefika nami utho impahla engangisayibekile zomntana akhishele kuthiwa mi awumqokise lokho ngoba ziyamahlazo bapho baba baso if they are so better they know baba bala eSouth Africa baphi umuntu meganile nje naye futhi ngisanda kumtshela ngathi mina uyabo wena ngoba khanje nawe kuzomela uhambe wathi angisathandani nabo ngathi lesingane izosala zondloba thina funa sondlele ama nationality hayibo kahleni phela kahleni nje yebo bafana bala abondli kodwa khona futhi engibaziyo personally uthola ukuthi akasahlangene noma wengane futhi mhlawumbe uyamzonda kodwa ingane yakhe hayi bandla ayidli lutho libabayo so nje asingabenzi labantu engathi bama saving grace they not nabo bayahluleka ukondla labo sathana abezela illegal
kuba kuhlaza ingakho ndimbaleka yes ingakho ndimbaleka ipatho yena
Hey guys, asikhulumeni ngeSherwood. Ngicela ukuqala ngokuxolisa nje kwi-country ne. Isimo sama foreigner bengingasazi ukuthi sibad kangaka. After ngibone ama video aseSherwood ne. Ila ngibone khona ukuthi sonke sihlala eSouth Africa. Kodwa ama experiences ethu ngeSouth Africa awafani. Mina nje I had no idea ukuthi isimo sibhedi kangaka. Niyang understand? Bengifisa engazuthi uMalema ubengaya eSherwood afike abone abone lento esiyibona kuma video. Guys, iDurban bane 100% right. Futhi sibonga ukuthi babe nesibindi. Sibonga uphakela umthakathi ngoba uJacinta as intombazane uyeye bayameya, ubemeya intombazane. Bengeke azayenze yedwa lento. Sibonga nje isibindi sikaphakela umthakathi ukuthi ahambe ayoseka uJacinta ngoba uyabona imovement ukuthi sikhulile manje. Mina I had no idea ukuthi kubhedi kangaka kanti. No guys, no. Ayikho icountry ekulesa simo lesiya esikusona thina. Angeke. Ayikho icountry engaba nabantu abawu-7,000 abasuka kwenye icountry abangenawo amaphepha. Akwazi. Abantu abaningi kangaka guys baqhamukaphi. Bebehlala kuphi ngoba uyababona ukuthi isimo sabo asikho right. Yazi once waba kulesa state ukwenye icountry kusho sekufanele ukuthi ugoduke. Kunomehluko yababona abantu abasesherwood nalabe kade sibabone airport abaseGhana. Kunomehluko omkhulu kabi. Labo bantu bo2 labe vumbuka khona. Bebephila impilo ezingafani bobabili. Uyayibona impilo bephilwa amaGhanaians, uyayibona impilo ebephilwa yilabo abasesherwood. Angifuni ukukhuluma yezingane ngoba abantu besifazane sibuye singayinakekeli. Angeke uthi la uhlala khona awunamaphepha, you don't have a decent job, ukuya eclinic khona kumahala ujika uzale. Ungayicabangeli nje kwayiwena lokho. Ungacabangeli ingane, ungarespect ingane, ungayithathi indaba yokuzala serious nokungayicabangeli kona wena. So sengithi mina ke ngishilo futhi lento naka Facebook, it's just that abantu bakhona bakwazi ukufunda so abayizwanga. Ngithi mina thina sikulesimo esikusona manje ngenxa kahulumeni wethu. Angeke eAlgeria naseMorocco ufice lesiyasimo. Niyangunderstand? Angeke eAlgeria naseMorocco ufice lesiyasimo lesiya. Ngoba nina, ngoba uhulumeni wakhona ngeke aze asivumele. Umuzi kini mawungekho umthetho, umuzi ongenawo umthetho kuba iJackin House. Kamakhelwane ingane yakhona nangala iage group eyodwa. Kodwa le yangala ngoba kunamthetho bazofika bazoshaya induku kube umuzi kwenziwa ama house party. iSouth Africa ke leyo. eAlgeria nako Morocco ngoba bona banomthetho angeke lento eyenzeka la eSouth Africa ngeke iziyenzeke khona. So sengithi mina since iMalawi iletha amabhasi after 2 days, labantu sekuphele bani, sekuphele u3 weeks bese Sherwood. Kuyabanda kunezingane kubanga ukudla ayikho into engenziwa. Kuzobe kusuka kube kuba khona oyedwa ogulayo mase yashona kuzoba khona umampintshana bagxubane omunye ashone kushone ingane. Igama liselizobuya ukuthi i-refugee camp yase South Africa ikanje. You understand? Emva kwalokho thina sizobukeka njengabantu abambi kwamanye ama-country. Sengithi ke mina ugovernment since kuyifault yakhe le akakhipha amabhasi phela, akahamba yeka ko-Intercape, akahamba yeka ko-Greywond ayosho ukuthi ngicela nithathe labantu nibagodukise. Mase-ke after-ke sebegodukile-ke mayise send i-invoice eMalawi sebeyokhokhelana ngendlela abakhokhelana ngayo. Akacaphune kuyona le mali yethe tax ngoba vele nabangani bakhe bayayidla. Uyayizwa lonto? Ongcono ayenze into ezokwenza ukuthi sonke siyi-country sikhululeke. Ngoba yabo manje labantu, yabo nje namhlanje kade sebeqala ukulwa betoyitoya. kuzolimala amaphoyisa. Into engiyibukayo. Laba bantu baningi badlula amaphoyisa. Into engiyibukayo bazolimala amaphoyisa. The fact that askis ugovernment wabo ukwazi ukuthi abayeke balale ama-weeks. Ulala ama-weeks epaki. Akanandaba nalabo bantu. Akanandaba lowo muntu nalabo bantu vele. Sebe inkinga yethu ke manje sebe yibhebi yethu. Kunokuthi kuloke kukhisha ukudla, benika ukudla everyday, kunjanjani everyday bebabysithwa. Yabo manje amaphoyisa sinawo namaphoyisa enough. Amaphoyisa ayobabysitha abantu eSherwood, kuntshontshwe imoto zabantu esiphingo. Amaphoyisa awakwazi uku-attend. Makuthiwa kusuka isixakaxaka kuyadutshulwana eGateway, amaphoyisa agcwelephi? Agcwele eSherwood. Igebengu ziyayitanasela koSiphingo, ziyayitanasela koClearwood, cause ivela amaphoyisa ayashoda, amaphoyisa agcwele eSherwood. Kunokuthi nje kuloke engabe kuyiwa phambili khona into eyenzakalayo. Ugovernment wethu akakhipha amabhasi abahambe labantu. Abahambe akakhipha amabhasi nje bahambe ngoba vele inkinga yakhe le. Uqala phansi manje sithi hayi abahambe ngendlela abafika ngayo angeke isisize ngalutho leyo nto. Ngoba labantu badla kuthina everyday. Either way ithina sibafidayo everyday. Makhona olimalayo manje lapha yakhona ogulayo. Either way uzohamba ku government hospital still usayodla tax. Uyanderstand? Akavele nje ayilungise lento uRamaphosa kushawa meeting fast kisho Intercape kisho Greyhound bahambe labantu. At least sazi ukuthi sidilile neMalawi. Uyabona? uMalema akahamba uMalema lapha afika ayibuke leyanto. Akahambe leyanto uMalema afike ayibuke abone ukuthi abanye abantu baphila under ingcindizi kangakanani. Yebo ngiwomunye wabantu bekade engayiboni lento kade engayazi bengayazi. Mina mokhuluma ngama foreigner around mina. Namanye ama-foreigner ahlukene kabili leyo. Mina mawuthi foreigners ekhanda lami kufika labafana abahlala la laba bahamba ngoMercedes omakhelwane bami bahamba ngamapholo. Mawuthi Congolese ngibona amantombazana ona ama-saloon mina hamba ngeimoto enamasondo emhlane. Mawuthi Nigerians mina ngibona lama Nigeria on izindlu la makhelwane bami obani uchi. Uyayizwa lonto? Angibazi mina laba abantu. Mawuthi abantu baseMalawi angibajwayelanga ngazi laba engisebenza nabo kumabhele abayisebenzelayo kumabhele. You understand? Mawuthi amaZimbabweans mina ngazi amaZimbabweans asebenzayo. Mawuthi nje iZimbabwean ngine picture abantu bani engimaziyo osebenza ehotela, ipicture abantu bani oyi-caregiver, ipicture abantu bani usebenza e-restaurant. Uyayizwa nengishoyo? Nginaleyo picture angazi ukuthi kwenzakalani lapha yangaphandle. Ngiyomunye wabantu mhlawumbe kusho noMalema mfana nami. Ngiyomunye ongazi ngithuke ngoma ngibona indaba ivideo ukuthi no man asikwazi ukuthi singagcina abantu vele abangacontribute ngalutho kwi-economy yethu. Uvele nabo bayixakekele. Uvele bayixakekele kugqilazeka onesi bakuma government hospitals. Asikwazi ukuthi singenza kanjalo. No man, leyanto yaseSherwood ingivula amehlo. Indaba yaseSherwood ingivula amehlo. uRamaphosa akashesha ayilungise. Kungaze kulimala amaphoyisa, akasheshe nje ayilungise. Akayilungisa akathumela amabhasi.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, illegal undocumented immigrants did take jobs from South Africa. So bad. It's so bad. It is taking me time to come here and even come share it with you guys. Because once you see this big picture that I'm going to show you right now, I don't know how we're going to be talking by tomorrow. Let's start from the beginning. A functioning country means that everybody in that country that is able-bodied can get up in the morning, go exchange their labor or their energy, their value, and be paid, but be paid in a way that is comfortable enough that they can afford a house, a car, groceries, trips to overseas, and all of these things. These things are standards in first world countries. There's nothing special about first world countries to a point that we cannot create our own utopia, economic utopia, right? It is a matter of understanding that everything has to work together in order for everybody to benefit. You understand? Okay. So the conversation starts with this. Vendor economy does not take jobs from South Africans. I say they do. You know that they do, but you're pretending like you don't know, right? Let me show you. The first issue of the vendors, foreign undocumented vendors, is that they don't pay taxes, right? And to them, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal, okay? But this has massive implications once you dig deep into it, and how it has affected each and every one of us. Because that lady in the corner who's undocumented selling oranges, right? It just seems like oranges, right? And you're just like, it doesn't hurt anybody. I'm here to tell you that it does. Because the first place where South Africa is going to make money, right, is to make sure that everybody that is participating in South Africa takes a little bit out of their pocket, gives it to the government, and the government takes that little bit and puts it back into the economy. That's how a perfect government would be run. But governments are not run like that, right? So the negative side of the vendor economy starts over here. If a vendor goes to register their business, right? It says when a vendor is formally registered, right? Government clerks process registrations. That's a job. Municipal workers issue permits. That's a job position. Tax officials administer compliance. That's a job position. Accountants help with bookkeeping. That's a job. Lawyers help with contracts and licensing. That's a job that is created. If thousands of businesses operate outside the formal system, demand for these services are lower. So imagine what one vendor who sells one product of oranges and doesn't put into the system. Look at how many jobs we lose just from that. Now imagine 30 million of them. Imagine 30 million people not paying taxes. This is how jobs are created. Jobs are something that solve a problem in the community, and people make money. Okay? You want to be a vendor? Fine. Sell, pay your taxes. Because as soon as you pay your taxes, you've now created a job or secured a job for so many people. And when you're talking about 30 million of vendors or whatever it is, imagine the amount of jobs South Africa would have gotten out of this. Another thing that people are not talking about, our fellow African brothers, I don't know why you guys don't talk about taxes. I don't know why you think that we can have this entire conversation and every time you guys, the word tax doesn't come out of your mouth. Only xenophobia comes out of your mouth, and I'm here to tell you, to have decent conversations, you gotta use the word tax, because we need to understand how much you understand about what's going on economically. Tax revenue and public jobs, formal businesses pay taxes, right? So when they pay taxes, these big businesses, right, and we tax them. Those taxes go towards teachers, because who pays the teachers? The government, right? Nurses get paid because who pays the nurses? Whatever formal governmental system is out there, that's taxes. Police officers, who pays them? The taxpayers. Road maintenance and crews, municipal workers. These people are paid with taxes. So that one lady who's selling oranges to survive, she gets to go to bed tonight, made a little bit of money, and having some food. But what she's leaving behind here is a damage of an economy that can't even get off the ground. And if it did try to get off the ground, the more people that do the vendor economy, the more these people suffer, because now there's no need. Because if you don't pay taxes, who's going to pay the teachers and the nurses and the police and the municipal? The pool, the public pool, in your town? How do you think that comes about? This is another part too. This is another part that I don't know. I don't know how people are thinking, right? We're going to stop truck drivers. The truck drivers must stop going to South Africa. We need to stop. Listen, being emotional on the internet is different than a truck driver. A truck driver needs a paycheck at the end of the month because he has a contract with a big company that he just took stuff from. So he cannot afford to be up here getting involved in emotional business. I don't know why you guys think that an entire industry of truck drivers, we're assuming everybody is legal in the trucking business, let's just say, right? And then they decide, oh, I'm going to be mad and I'm not going to drive my truck. Me and the other 10 truck drivers, all those 10 truck drivers, that means 10 families are not going to eat. You guys are talking out of emotion, you're not talking out of economy. There's a supply chain that can create jobs, right? A formal shop, right? Now that you are not a vendor, right? Let's say now you move and you go into a structure. Now, remember I showed you those structures they don't pay rent for, they don't pay no water, they don't pay no electricity. We don't even know if the building is hazardous. And plus, it has been found that even in the back, at the back of the shop, they either are housing more people or that's where the dealing drugs is going on. And sometimes there's prostitution going on in the back. Yeah. Nobody wants to talk about that, right? But your whole mouth is filled with the word xenophobia. But when it's time to talk, to break it down, the analysis, cannot do it. A formal shop often buys products through wholesalers and distributors. This creates jobs for truck drivers, warehouse workers, logistic companies, packaging companies. This one you understand, but here's also the problem. Then the brotherhood, right? The illegal, undocumented brotherhood, once they do the truck driving, then they just do it amongst themselves now, right? It's not a process now where you are just hiring people and you're making sure people are legal. And then they only go take products from their brothers, a shop from the other state. And it's so self-centered, the way the business, that they are doing it. But all of this is happening in South Africa, right? And every time the South African is benefiting less and less and less and less and less as citizens. The other benefit of owning a shop, right? Let's say now you're not on the street, now you own a shop, right? Then you are renting. A registered business may rent a shop, and that will support property managers, that's jobs created, security guards, cleaners, maintenance workers, construction. So if you got a whole block of them and none of them are paying taxes, that's how many jobs you guys have missed as South Africans because of them being selfish, because they don't want to be in the system and be counted and be registered. Because when you register people, you can understand how you're going to get the jobs. A whole block of shops is going to need property manager, a security guard, people to clean up, maintenance workers, construction to keep it going. You see how it looks like when those things don't exist. You see it. Now we get into them now when your business is formal now. Now you can have business accounts. Now we can have people working at the bank. You can hire loans. Now we can hire more people to invest and buy more loans and sell more loans, credit facilities, insurances. Are you guys keeping up? I only have like 30 seconds left. Once you open a business and you get away from the street, you create more jobs. You have cashiers, assistants, stock clerks, drivers. These are jobs, again, that could have been created for South Africans, but no. So let's read it together, right? This is where many South Africans focus their frustration. If a South African entrepreneur pays rent, pays licensing fees, pays taxes, follows labor laws, while another trader does not face the same costs, some argue that the competition is unequal. This is often less about nationality and more about formal versus informal business activity. My point in this video is that we could have been having jobs for the past 30-something years, but instead we were told to be vendors and follow a vendor economy by Africans. Never again. Danko.
But wait, I'm going to cut and keep it short. Chef Steven here. I think the discourse that's happening online with this illegal immigrant situation and taking jobs and people fighting for, have we intellectualized the issue and therefore we cannot feel the almost cry of the people who are affected directly by the, negatively so, by the illegal foreigners. And the ones who are intellectualizing it are actually also directly affected by it. Let me give you a structure of how they're affected by it. If you go to all these affluent neighborhoods, and not even affluent neighbors, just go to suburbs. and even some areas in the township where the people make enough money to hire help. 90% of them, if not more, are foreign nationals. 90% of them, if not more, are illegal foreign nationals. Some have their documents, they have their passports with them, but they have not legally entered the country. Or even if they did enter the country on a visit visa or whatever the case is, it expired a long time ago and they're still at work. Here's how it affects everyone involved. If you go take a drive when you're bored, go to the William, Dainfin, whatever, all of these neighborhoods, Sandton, Hyde Park, all of them, and ask helpers there. Helpers ranges. At the top of the range, you have helpers earning upwards of 25k a month. I know this. I know helpers who earn that much. The average everyday helper will most probably get paid between, who works for a very good family, and these are people who are earning over 200k a month most probably, will get a salary of maybe 10 to 17,000 rand a month. Then you have your Baldwin property friends and family who are climbing the corporate ladder, but they're not earning that much, but they're earning good. Their helpers range between 3.5 to 7k. Rarely will you get them paying their helpers 10k a month. And so they benefit directly from this exploitation of foreign nationals. Everyone benefits directly from foreign nationals. Gardeners, once a week, 4 times a month. At the lowest range of gardeners, they get paid 1,700 a month. I know this. At the highest range, you get gardeners who get paid 6k a month. I know this. And so the people who have intellectualized the situation is because their pockets are going to be directly impacted by the situation in a negative way. And then you have the perspective of the people who are going to march and say Mabahambe, who are saying these people are stifling the very little resources of service delivery we get in the townships. They're stifling them. I've heard stories of people say, back in the days I used to go to the clinic and be there at 6:30 or 7 a.m. and leave the clinic at 3 p.m. That's crazy, to be at the clinic the whole day and you're sick. And since this Mabahambe campaign has started, I go to the clinic at 9, I'm out of the clinic at 10:30. That's a huge difference. And the reason why they have to fight so hard is because if you think about it, get the hospital and the clinic part of it out. If I can get hired and be exploited but be given 6k a month to come and clean your house, I'll take it. I'll take it. Get 7k a month, I'll take it. So they've not only intellectualized it because it's for go strike to the government or march to the government, because they know that you guys are directly impacting their bottom lines in their homes when these people go. Because after these people go, they're going to need people to come and help them in their homes. And of course, Julius Malema says the March for March people are fighting for peanut jobs. Of course, peanut jobs means nothing to Malema. Of course, at the highest of the salary scale of a domestic helper of 25k means nothing to Julius. And at the lowest, 4.5 or 3.5 or 4.5k means nothing to him. At the lowest. I mean, I've had sad stories about the lowest earners of Pick n Pay. These are not domestic workers, by the way. Cashiers at Pick n Pay who are taking home just under 4k a month or just under 3k a month. Horrible stories. And these are South Africans. And we are quarreling over so many things. The issue of foreign nationals is really, it touches so many things. And all of us don't know who to fight right now because all of us are impacted and affected by it on different levels. Us, the emerging middle class and the middle class, are going to be affected in our pockets. And that's just the truth of it all. And those in the townships are affected by service delivery issues, and the fact that the 8K, the 9K, the 10K that you give to your helper who's a foreign national, exploitative as it is, for those who exploit them at the lowest. I've heard helper stories who get paid 3,000 Rand a month. And I'm thinking to myself, how much is transport? And they say it's 1,000 Rand to get to work every day. So for the whole month, it's like 1,000 Rand to get to work, or just under 1,000 Rand. And you get paid 3K a month. That's insane to me. But that's where the fight is. The fight is we are all fighting this situation from the level of impact it has on our lives. And so we are not going to hear each other. So of course the discourse of intellectualization of the situation of the ordinary South African is being bastardized by social media content creators who want to spew the ideas of Afrophobia. I hear those contexts and I hear those arguments. But I think at the very crux of it, it's only Afrophobic because it directly affects the exploitation that you guys participate in. We all participate in. And it's just a sad reality that, I mean, in South Africa, the unemployment rate has just jumped over 30%, 32% if I'm not mistaken. So out of 50-something odd million people working, only just under 18 million people are working, paying taxes and taking care of everybody else. And then you've got just over 3 million foreign nationals that are in the country illegally, taking jobs. And in that 32% more, actually, of unemployment rate, over 60 or 70% of it affects young people, the youth, which is anyone under the age of 35 and on the normal age of working. You are already affected by that. So I can understand the frustrations from both sides. Valid as all of them are, I think threatening each other's lives is pointless. I do think the ones who can mobilize to go and speak to the government, the ones who have the ability to mobilize, let them do that. The ones who have the biggest social media platforms, they must go do that. But the ones who the black child has always mobilized on the ground. We know that. It's always mobilized on the ground. And so the ones who want to mobilize on the ground, let us not invalidate their mobilization and reduce it to Afrophobia. Of course, there are going to opportunists in every movement, in every march. There are going to be opportunists who are going to use this situation to try and vandalize and try and loot the system and try and, sabotage the actual thing we're trying to fight for. There's always going to be people who are going to be loopholes of the systems. But I think all of us are saying something important, and I think all of us should be fighting for it. But it's the way in which we all decide to fight. The fight is valid from both ends. It affects all of us from both ends or from all ends. But, the reality of it all is just look at those numbers of helpers. There are helpers earning between, at the William and all of these emerging places. Helpers there getting paid just over 5K. Somebody can use that. So I do think we need to think more about it. And when we speak to each other around this issue, I do think there needs to be a little bit more openness and understanding and figuring out, okay, you guys mobilize this way, protect that other direction. Let us mobilize this way that protects this other direction. Both or all sides of the coin of this story are very much valid.
Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi waseMzansi. Kunabosisi labatrendako lapha enkundleni yokuxhumana balwa but bona balala lapha eSherwood because banema-boyfriend aseMalawi, Baby Daddy, and they are saying ukuthi beva buhlungu ukuthi bayacoshwa. Nangulo myezezwe emXhosa ke yena bekakhoze havokalwa ukuthi uma babaqosha kufanele bona bento enjani. People are saying ukuthi ayibokele awuhambe ngani nemuntu wakho phela niyohlala eMalawi. Ngisho wena mawuganile waganela eMalawi kufanele phela beMalawi uyohlala khona ayikho ukuthi nihlale la South Africa nemuntu wakho. People are really angry at Madwadana South Africa who are thinking emumuzisana and are saying ukuthi ublame abantu ngokuthi wena wahamba wayomitha 3 bantwana ungadivikeli ubona simo sakho ukuthi sinjani yalokuthi thina silahle live sithengise ngelive so that wena uhlale nemali yawe nemali yaweni wakho lunganamaphepha la South Africa. Do comment your thoughts down on the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.